Morning, guys. It's 5 a.m. I don't know, I got woken up for something. Remember to come outside and check on the pool because I left the filters, the sump pump running all night because I was like, this is it, the last drain. We're gonna drain the pool as far as I can overnight. Then I need to put the water back in the pool as soon as possible. I think we have success. So that's a good foot. That's a good foot right there, below the step. You can clearly see the line all the way around. So yeah, let's put some water back in it.
Holy moly, look at this. How many more days of school left?
7.
7.
And what's your daddy helping you do?
Lunch.
Is this the first?
Not ever. I made lunches before, but this year.
Yeah, this year.
Hey, to be fair, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. I'm usually sleeping right now still. Like I went waking up as you guys are like getting ready to go for school because I'm up late. But today, this morning, I don't know. Like, oh well, I vlogged this morning. They know I was up at 5 a.m. I didn't mention this yesterday in the vlog because it's relevant timing-wise. But today, Tuesday, May 16th, I'm going to be on the Twitch front page from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. doing what I do in front of all of Twitch's audience. I'm super excited about it. And I have an exclusive first-time look of the new McFarlane Destiny toys. That video of all that will be on Clintus Games, youtube.com/Clintus Games. Right now, you can go look at it right now. All right, boys and girls, today is the day we are saying goodbye to our old house. All right, so this house, Tiff and I purchased in June of 2003, before we were married.
Yep.
So her maiden name was on all the documents. It was kind of funny.
We moved in June of 2003, right? Because we built it.
Yeah. So we technically bought it earlier than that, but we moved in June of 2003. Got married that September. And then a year later, we had this little girl in 2004.
2 years later, how big?
And then we had this turd. But no, this was our house. This was our first house, and everything except for that microwave is still pretty much original. Like, that fan, we had the whole like beach theme going, bamboo, and like all kinds of cool stuff. And then of course, when we had Sierra, we had to like put a lot of it away because we didn't want you getting in the rocks and knocking stuff over and breaking stuff and whatnot. So, but yeah, let's do our final walkthrough, shall we? Everyone's like, give us a house tour. There's actually a house tour video on the channel. If you do a search for Clintus house tour, you'll find the video. It's not hard, it's just old. I've been doing YouTube a long time. All right, so when you walk in the door, it's a big great room, right? And at first we loved it, and now I'm not so crazy about it. I kind of wanted the 2 separate rooms, but anyways, the TV was there, right? The entertainment center. We had our beach. Alex got us up for our wedding gift. Was a picture there, and then our picture of family. And of course, we had our couches, and our original couches were green. We had a green couches, and of course now we have the black ones. We have the kitchen, dining room table, and this is funny too. My grandfather tied this up at one of the parties, a birthday party or something like that, because it would hang low, and people would bump their heads trying to reach over to the table. So he tied that up. We never took it down. That's like plastic. It's the original cheapy chandelier. Right here we have the master bedroom. Tiff and I had our original bed from when we had our apartment. All 14 years, we had the same queen size bed. Of course, we have our bathroom, walk-in closet. Seems so ominous now that it's empty.
Yeah, it's smaller.
And smaller too, yeah. It's definitely smaller than our new house, that's for sure. And then you come across the great room, and you have, here I had dreams of like making getting a fish aquarium, a fish tank. I totally was going to do that. That was the original plan. It never happened. And eventually it turned into a mini fridge and a popcorn maker. This was Sierra's room. It was originally purple and green with like a strip of...
I had purple, green with a strip of like...
wallpaper?
Dolls.
Yep.
It was, my room was themed like baby doll dresses.
Yep. Baby dolls and like duckies and stuff.
Yeah, and I finally changed.
And then like 3 or 4 years ago we painted it all this. Yep. Installed a fan. Papa installed that fan for you.
So pretty.
Yeah. Bathroom, and then the garage, washer and dryer, Bryce's room, which, so little known fact, Jack and Chrissy, the Bevos, actually lived in this room for 5 months?
While
While their house was being built. So okay, they lived here for about 4 or 5 months while their second house was being built. Their first house was just 2 streets over, this exact same model, this exact same house they owned, just 2 streets over. We could walk to their house. And Jack and Chrissy say to this day, they regret not waiting a little bit longer. Because if we would have like, if Mason, imagine Mason living around the corner from you?
That would be
How awesome would it be with Braden and all the kids? Like, you guys have been playing all the time. But they, no one knows, no one knew the housing market was going to be the way it was. So as soon as they got, some equity in their house, they sold it, bought the bigger house, ended up only having one kid, so now they have this giant house with just 3 of them. But yeah, they lived 2 streets over. They sold their house, they moved into this room, and they lived with us for about 5 to 6 months while their house was being built. And then this is my den. This originally was the kids' playroom, and the idea was the den doors opened up to the great room, so like the kids could be playing in here, and then if we had guests over, we just push everything in here, close the doors, and be nice and neat. And it was your guys' room for many, many years. They had their toys and their buckets and all their toys here, and I had my computer desk there. When I first moved in, my computer desk was here, and then I got rid of the computer desk, and we put a little desk in there, and that's where it lived for many, many years. If you look at the old vlogs. And then, of course, the last couple of years, we got rid of that, put my bookcases there, my streaming setup was here, and my desk was here. We got rid of all the kids' stuff.
Beautiful room.
You didn't need it. You didn't need it. You were never in here. All right, you come on outside. And this patio we bought with the house. It was an upgrade. We paid for it. Got the covered patio and this slab right here, as you see. 2 weeks after we moved in, we took the remainder of our savings and poured this giant slab. And this thing is like 8 inches deep, 6 inches deep. You can kind of see it there. So this is solid because this like goes at an angle. But anyways, we poured this giant patio slab, and it goes all the way out to here, and then it runs along the back of the house. And so the idea again was being able to take your trash cans and wheel them back and forth to take out the trash, right? So it goes all the way around the side of the house to the gate, sidewalk. I poured all that. And then me and my dad, we did our landscaping. And so we got this nice rock here, we put the brick in, we laid the sod. And originally we had 2 of those pygmy day palms, one there and one here. And we had 3 queen palms. As you can see, they all died. And we had hibiscus all along here, and those died as well. Over 14 years, it was hard for me to keep plants alive. I didn't have a bubbler system. I didn't have like an actual drip system set up. So if I forgot or if I was traveling, stuff died. It is what it is. Now I have a timer, so the new owners will have a timer and everything will stay nice and green. As you can see, the grass actually looks pretty good. The sprinkler's been running for the last month and keeping everything green. Over there needs some fertilizer, it looks like, but for the most part, it's looking pretty good. My buddy Jerry did the landscaping one more time. All right, guys. So what's the one thing you're gonna miss about this house, Bryce? What's the one thing you're gonna miss about this house?
I don't know.
Not much. Sierra, do you have anything?
All of it. The playroom. When we used to have this open playroom, and we used to be able to run around in circles around the hallway. Every time Max would come, we would always chase him around.
Yeah, having the circle to run around. Yeah.
But after you had a streaming, these were always closed. We never were able to go through there.
Yeah. Well, you guys stopped running around. What about you?
I don't know, I was just trying to think. I mean, maybe eventually, because it is so close, like now in the new house, you forget something in the other room and it's like, oh, I gotta go back upstairs, gotta go all the way to that room. And everything's just so spread out. Whereas here it was like, so there's
pros and cons.
Pros and cons of having a small house versus.
Totally.
But now we have so much more room for everybody and everything. We all have our own space and we can have people over and not feel crowded. I just can't start thinking about stuff because then I might get emotional.
Start crying. The one thing that sticks out for me, I mean, there's obviously 13 years of, I keep saying 14, but we haven't hit 14 yet. 14 will be in June. We're not gonna make it 14, so 13 and a half. A few things that stick out to me is one, was it Sierra or Bryce, Tiffany? I wanna say it was Sierra, right? When she started walking right here?
I don't have that memory.
You don't? I wanna say it was Sierra. Tiffany texted me saying, she sent me a video clip saying that Sierra was walking. Sierra was like starting to walk. And I remember coming home from work and literally closing the door, dropping my bag. Sierra's standing right there where she's standing now, and Tiffany's with her. And I got down on my knees and she walked to me. And I remember her falling into me, right? She doing the whole stumbling. She fell into me and I held her and I remember oh my gosh, she's walking. I'm pretty sure that was you. But that's the thought. I can't remember if it was Sierra or Bryce, but I'm pretty sure it was Sierra. But yeah, I mean, I have that memory, and I have the memory of my grandmother, my mom's mom, holding Sierra here on this couch. I remember standing here, looking over, and my grandma holding you, right? My first daughter, my grandma holding her, like, had that sense of pride, you know?
So some memories, like you're saying right now, I think it's more of because I know the picture, like I can see the picture right now that I've seen several times, but like an actual memory of us coming home from the hospital, of having Sierra, so like 2 nights in the hospital, just no sleep because they're constantly knocking on the door to do all the testing and stuff. And then we finally came home from the hospital and all the grandparents came over and you and I were so exhausted. Actually, that was a guest bedroom. It had a little day bed in it. I remember, did you go in there?
Yep.
You went in there
Yep.
and I went in here. We closed the doors. And like I felt so guilty, like we have this newborn baby, but I was so exhausted. So our grandparents just watched over the baby for a couple hours, and then of course I had to get up and probably nurse you and tend to you. But that was like this specific memory that I had, just being so exhausted.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you had a hard time getting her to latch on and breastfeed.
Yeah.
Bryce was easy, but she was difficult to breastfeed. So and of course it was your first kid too, so you were like frustrated and.
But I remember waking up feeling like so refreshed and so thankful that we had the family to do that.
Oh yeah.
Remember we hung Sierra here. With
Oh yeah, the bounce chair. The bounce chair.
So your computer was in here at that time? So it was kind of in the middle. So I was like, here, have fun. Entertain yourself for a minute.
Yep. The bouncy.
We should go back and then you should link the video of Bryce when he was like, what, 2 years old?
Oh my gosh, the lawnmower? Oh my gosh.
That video.
Yes,
That's the best
yes,
video
okay,
Bryce
okay.
has.
Okay, so I had just got done mowing the grass, and Bryce wanted to help me mow the grass. So there's a video, I'll put it here in the cards, of him with his little lawnmower and his diaper, pushing the lawnmower, mowing the grass, and he gets to the rocks, he gets to the curb, and he just like shoves it. He just throws, he just pushes, he just throws the lawnmower into the rocks.
So I'm going,
Let's reenact it.
and then I hit it, I'm like, oh, dang it, and I just push it over.
Yeah, you just pushed it over, yeah. Actually, there's quite a few old videos, guys. If you go beyond the 5 years of daily vlogging, so go before our first day of daily vlogging, you know, day number 1. If you go back prior to that, there are a ton of videos of them real tiny little. We started daily vlogging, Bryce was 4, almost 5, and Sierra was
8,
7. No,
For daily vlogging.
daily vlogging, he was 4, so you were 6. But like if you go prior to that, they have old videos of them out here. We have Sierra in her little 2-piece bathing suit. Bryce raiding with no training wheels. The kids were swimming with no floaties. Like old videos. Like I've been doing this a long time, guys. There's a lot of memories on YouTube, and all of them are here. In the end, you guys, obviously we're gonna have memories. We'll reminisce. That's the good thing about the YouTube videos is that, oh yeah, remember this? And we'll pull up the video and watch it. But I'm excited for the next 13 years and 14 years in the new house, making memories. Because this house was the house they were born in, but that house will be the house that they live in until they move out, until they're adults and they get their own places. Of course, the #1 request that we've gotten on numerous occasions is to show the front of the house. And of course, while we lived here, don't want to do that. And since we don't live here anymore, I don't mind doing that now. And here it is. Here's our house. Of course, giant tree in the front now. New shrubs that I put in this last year. Painted the house this last year. Living on the corner. Had our basketball hoop. So there it is. So I'll go ahead and put a photo right here, guys, of the house right before we moved in. I don't know if it was the day we moved in or the last time I took a picture, I'm not sure. But
Was it, do you have one of us in front of it?
I don't think I have one of those that stand in front of it. I think I just had the house. I was sitting down across the street at that pole. No landscaping. It's all dirt in the front yard. Neighbors have all dirt. So, is it?
This is it. Bye, house.
Future.
I did it with no tears.
Yeah, she didn't cry.
I didn't. Yeah, let's go.
She's gonna cry. She thinks about it.
We have a lot going on tonight, so I think my mind just like everywhere else.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, yeah, let's go to Sierra's thing.
So this little girl just got inducted to
NJHS. which
NJHS.
stands for National Junior Honor Society.
which is kind of a big deal. How do you get inducted into that? How do you get into there?
If you have A's and B's, and if you are a good character in your class.
And then
And
how do you get in? How did you get in?
I get
Your
inducted.
teacher.
Oh, my teacher chooses
Teacher nominated you.
nominated.
So there are certain students that the teachers deem, you know, that show the right character and the right attributes for the National Junior Honor Society, and you got inducted. Now, even though she's moving schools next year, that transfers over. As long as that school has that, she'll be able to transfer over. You're officially a member.
Yep.
Very exciting, very exciting. Very proud. And Bryce is at a basketball scrimmage for both teams, for the 3rd and 4th grade team first, and the 5th and 6th grade team after that. Alex did points in the thing. Alex, that Lonzo or hand, right? Head up.
Oh, that's going on. Nothing easy, Aiden.
Good passes.
Good mark. Hey, hands up.
Nice, get there.
Good box out, Bryce. Good job.
Nope.
There you go. There you go.
There it is.
Too much, too much.
Good board.
There you go. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. There you go. There you go, Bryce. All right, boys and girls, we're back home after two brutal games. You guys won the first one, lost the second one. Second team was huge. That's some huge kids on the team. They just like smacked the ball out of their hands. And Bryce went down at the last like 2 minutes of the game, bonked his head, ended up sitting out the rest of the game because he hit his head pretty good. But he seems like he's okay, no concussion. Seems like he's good. Of course, we walked in the house and it smelled amazing because Tiffany has a crock pot going here. We're doing Tostada Tuesday. Of course, we got all the fixins, onions, lettuce, tomatoes, avocado, hot sauce, cheese, the goop, and family's not wasting any time. They're already diving in.
Early dinner, we were hungry.
That's right. That's right. I mean, it's so good that it's all over their faces. Sour cream. Look at that. Slobs. Slobs. And that's the end of the vlog, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you did. I am this guy for more videos, and of course the last 5 years vlogs down in the description down below. We'll see you guys tomorrow as I head to Los Angeles to kick off the Destiny 2 gameplay reveal, which is on Thursday, but I fly out tomorrow. I'm meeting up with some Destiny streamers and YouTubers, going to dinner, meeting up with them. Super excited about it, so stay tuned for that, and vlog on.
Hi Clintus, this is Jamie Dodger Nixon from England. Vlog on!